Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It brings me great pleasure to be here with you today, and along with our team, Knowledge Oman, all the ladies and gentlemen who are sitting at that table. Our presentation today is going to be about the effective use of social media and network. I hope before the end of today, before we leave, we're going to be able to share to you value that you're looking for. If it's not, just let us know. Okay. Social media, social network, social websites. There is a lot of terms used today. What is right? What is wrong? I hope by end of today, I'll be able to share with you one definition that we can all utilize, and one definition which is actually utilized all over the world today. In fact, my presentation is going to be an introduction really to the effective of social media, in which my team over there will be sharing it distinctly. So we hope by the end of the day, you will be able to utilize social media effectively. So what I'm going to share today is, one, what is social media? What is social network? Why use social media and the social network? The platform and the tools that are available in social media today. The effective use of social media. And the risks. So first things first. Tariq, what is social media? Or the social network? It is really whatever you're doing today socially, but in an electronic fashion. It is two ways of media communication. When I talk about two ways, normally you've got your print, you've got your television, you've got your radio. It's a one-way, right? Correct? There is a wide and there is a targeted way of having social media. I'm going to share more about that. It is dynamic. Things change very, very fast in social media. Unlike the other types of media that you have. I'm talking about the newspapers or the print. What happens? You need to wait until the next day for the information to change. In fact, once they print it out, and if something is changed, what the information that you have it there is outdated. Correct? It is universal. Social media is not in Oman only. It is everywhere. And that's the reason I've selected this beautiful hands with the globe on top of it, saying it is everywhere. Once you're connected, you're everywhere. Now, a lot of people use the word social media. Some people use the word social network. Really, the objective is the same. But social media is for a wider audience. Social network is for a segmented network. What am I talking about? Segmented network is people who have certain interests, certain liking, certain hobbies. These people who are connected together. And therefore, next time someone says social media, you understand they're talking about a wider audience. If someone talks about social network, they're talking about a segmented one. Okay, so let's have that definition very clear. In fact, because once our team going to use this definition, I want you to be very clear to understand that this is what really social media or social network is all about. Social media and social network, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about creating, listening, communicating, sharing, using information and communication technology. That's what social media and social network is all about. We clear? Look at this. You've got website, you've got blogs, you've got social, you've got marketing, you've got interactive, global, computer, internet, media, communication, viral. And do you see what is what is common between all these terms? What is it? Beautiful. It's a beautiful technology, right? There's a lot you could do with this, but the question is how. Now, we are clear with the definition as far as what is social media and social network is concerned, correct? We got the definition right? Now the question is, why should I really use social media or network? Because 3 out of 4 people use it. That's why. Because 2/3 of the global internet population visits social media networks. Wow. What a big audience. Because the social media site is now 4th most popular online activity, ahead of personal email. Well, that's what the statistic says, but I'm not sure. I think some of you might be using it more than emails, correct? No? Yes? Okay. Because social media is democratizing communications big time. That's why we use social media network. Because social media is like word of mouth on steroids. You see that? You see the big guy? It's because of that. Social media, ladies and gentlemen. And social media users believe companies should have a presence in social media. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Unfortunately, not many organizations today really effectively use the social media in the way it need to be used, that is, effectively. In fact, social media is much, much more, and there's a lot of great things that you could do with it. So I've shared with you what is social media, why people should use social media. People, I'm talking all the different segments, from personal, corporate, professional, and community as well. All right, Tariq, we know what is it. We know why we should use. What are the tools that are available? Heaps. There's many, many tools. There's got your blogging, you've got your Facebook, you've got your Twitter, you've got your LinkedIn, you've got many, you've got even Oman World. In Oman, we do have a social media, by the way. It's called omanworld.com. If you do go today, type in www.omanworld.com and you will see a social media is there. But the question, Tariq, is there's too many social media. Why are you confusing us now? Should we really use it? Let me really go a little bit deeper on this definition. With social media, you've got blogs. What is a blog? It's basically a journal. You know the journal, but doing it online. And the first definition that I shared with you today, I said, social media is all about social, whatever we are doing today, the traditional way of social, but doing it via electronically. Exactly. So blogging is the same thing, but you're doing it online. You've got a Twitter. It's a micro-blogging, micro-journal, which you would use a maximum of 140 characters. You've got a podcast. So today, you don't need to be driving your car and listening to the FM. You know, you listen to the high FM or the 90.4 FM. You could actually create your own digital media, audio and video, post it online. People are able to download it and listen to it. You can become celebrity as well. Social networking sites are online community that allows you to create profile, add friends, share ideas, and so on. An example of that is Facebook. And Google as well has come up with it. Social gaming website. And again, it's another type of social media and networks that are available out there that allows you to connect and communicate with people and play games and so on. And video sharing website. You know the MySpace, an example. This is one of the examples where you connect to share your information online, but basically when I say information, is basically videos and photos. Specifically that. Last but not least is the wiki, where sites that allows you to go in and share documents and information. Biggest example is the Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia. And there are many wikis, by the way, but Wikipedia is the most famous one. Question, Tariq, which one should I use? There's too many again. You showed us a lot of platform. We need to go back and say, first thing, which of the platform are you comfortable to use? Secondly, with social media, you are not the one who are creating it, right? You are just using it. So what you need to do is look at the groups that are out there, look at the communities that are out there. And believe me, it's very, very easy. Just go on the Google, type the name of the social media platform and the activity that you're looking for, and believe me, you will find heaps of groups out there. Log on to one and start using. The same thing goes with LinkedIn. Once you connect to it, because you know it is a platform that allows you to search for jobs or search for employees, the same thing goes with that. Same thing with Facebook, to look for friends and so on. So log on to one, put in your profile, create your profiles, look for friends or look for hobbies or things that you're looking for, and there it is. You're already in there. We're cleared? This is social media. Someone stands and speaks with all the friends. But again, I want to put something very, very clear. Some people are saying social media is for youngsters. No, ladies and gentlemen. Social media is for everyone. Everybody today can use social media. And I'll tell you one thing. I know from people who are in schools all the way up to CEOs are using social media to communicate with the audience, because the power of the social media is massive. In fact, President Obama won his election because of Facebook. So what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is social media is for everyone, not only for kids. That's just an example to show you that social media is massive, and there is a lot of tools out there, and in fact even kids use it as well. All right, we know about what is social media. We know why use the social media. We know what are the tools that are available on social media. What are the risks of social media? Number one, it's an open platform. It's not like your traditional media. Feedback is imminent. What am I talking about? In newspapers, when the editors go out there and they post articles or information, what happens? What happens when they do that? You can't go and comment back. Is that right? What you could do maximum is call them on the phone, and then once you call them on the phone, you share your feedback and it ends up there, correct? But you know what happened with social media? You can just go in, log in, and it's automatically out there. It's open platform. In fact, I know many organizations in Oman that have their social media sites there. And then if you have any issues with them, just go in, type in your feedback. The next day you see the CEO goes directly to the employees or people who are concerned with the department, and yes, you'll get the solutions done. Many organizations. The ones that are not doing that, they are maybe not effectively using this platform, but they will be doing that. Once you're out there, you are all alone. Anything good or bad will most probably remain for good. I know people who go and post a picture or a video or an information, and 5 minutes later, 5 minutes is too much in fact, they want to go and delete. You know what happens? Others have already taken the information, and wow, it's already everywhere. And you can't do anything about it. You know why? Because maybe you'll say, I will go and complain in TRA or Amantel or Nauras or whatever for them to help you. No, it is connected to the universal. What does it mean? It means it's all over the world. And from one country to another, they've got their own laws, their own restriction. So bye-bye. Once you're there, it's gone. So you have to be very, very careful. This is a beautiful platform, ladies and gentlemen. But the risks of it is huge if you do not plan yourselves very, very well. It's fast-moving media where control is in the hands of people. Yes, for once, ladies and gentlemen, you have the control. You have the power in your hands. Do you know what has happened in Egypt? And I'm not here to talk about politics. The power is in your palm, right? That's the first slide I had. You know the hands with the globe over there? That's what it happens. It is dynamic. Things change dramatic in social media. You go there every day. In fact, I know a lot of people that read newspapers to get the updates, right? Believe me, once you log on today, have an account in Facebook, please try that. Have an account in Facebook, and what you do every day morning, just log in and you'll see a lot of news. And you know what kind of news you will get? You will get very, very legitimate kind of news. Some of them are not really legitimate, but you will get news that you cannot get in the newspapers. You know why? Because the news is controlled by people. And people just take, you know, you'll find people going in the road and then they see an accident. It's already there on the website. What would you do? You can't do anything. And then you will find another person takes that photos and tweet it so. You see how it happens? And it is a media by itself, ladies and gentlemen. What is the effective use of social media and network? Obviously, when I was asked to talk about this session, I definitely knew that with the minutes that I have, I cannot cover everything. because I would really require to engineer a book to share all that. Nevertheless, what I've said is I'll share few tips, and then our team today, inshallah ta'ala, will go in depth into most of the information that you would like to have. Number one, what you need to do, as far as social media is concerned, you need to agree on a platform. You need to decide what platform are you looking for. Do you want a Facebook? Do you want a Google? Do you want Twitter? Do you want a MySpace? Whatever social media platform that are out there, decide which one you want. Maybe use one or use all, depending on the type of business. Are you, or the type of activity that you're looking for? Are you someone who's looking for a job? LinkedIn. Are you someone who's an employee? Maybe you've got whatever the company has, which is your Facebook or whatever, maybe even a YouTube. You can use that, but be careful. These days, organizations have something called as policy. If they don't have it, you ask them to have it. Because anything you post is, you are representing the company. And it might cause a lot of problem as employees is concerned. And finally, as an entrepreneur, you're a businessman, you can go out, create a site using this platform yourself and start sharing information. Secondly, social media or network, really agree on that. When I'm saying social media, I'm talking about a bigger audience. One is a two-way channel of communication, but the pipe that goes out is from the company or from the source into the audience. With a social network, what you do is you create groups together. Ask yourself, is it, I'm going to use it personal, I'm going to use it for professional, or for community use? Give an example for us, our team, we've got something known as Knowledge Oman Facebook. If you go to facebook.com/Knowledge Oman, one word, you're going to see a social media platform that we've created for the community in which we share tips and information and knowledge on a daily basis. Actually on an hourly basis today. Privacy. Anything you post online is going to be seen by everyone. In fact, let me tell you one thing. Organizations today, when you go and apply for a job, you know, you're sending your CV to the companies, what they do, they go to the social media. They don't go and call your friends, your relatives, or you know, you have your CV down there, it says, this is my reference, call my reference, because my reference is going to help me and going to say that I'm good and I work very good. You know what they do? They say, oh, thank you so much, that's what we're going to do exactly. And then once you leave, they open up Facebook, let us check. What are they doing? They're partying. Wow, they are, you know, whatever. They're posting information that are not necessarily, or they're posting a very good information. Let's take the people. So be very, very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. I know the social media and network, they've got these privacy tools and options that you can set up. But again, ladies and gentlemen, be very careful. One person of your network tags you or puts your photo in one of the other section, the other person who's from a different network comes in and gets it, and he or she takes it and puts it in the social media. And what happens? You're going to leave the earth because there's no other place to go. So what you need to do, you have to be very careful. Identity theft. You know what happens? Recently there was a very interesting thing that happened. One of my friends called me. I was in Malaysia having a holiday, and this is what they said. Tariq, what happened to you? I said, what happened? He said, you sent an invitation to all the staff in PDO, and you also sent another one to all the staff in Oman Air. And I'm surprised. I mean, Malaysia, what is this got to do? And he said, you sent a picture saying, invite, come look at my photos. Oh my God, I was really devastated. That's an example of identity theft. I went back, however, computers and technologies being my cup of coffee, did a bit of investigation, and the funny part, the photo that was there was not me. And it was inviting to a wrong information, but the name was Tariq Al-Barwani, so they plugged it me. So what I'm trying to say is that identity theft can happen as well, ladies and gentlemen. It does, and people can use your information and do that. You need to put some kind of control mechanism, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't control, if you're an organization, or you are, even you, as a personal, as someone who looks into the site personally, you need to put some control mechanism. If you don't, then things can go out of control. For job seekers, as I said, people who are looking for, you can go to LinkedIn and post information, but people who are looking for you can go to social media and get your information. For employees, I talked about the people policy and the policy of usage. Be careful on that. For entrepreneur, it's your brand. Sometimes, if you really not going to put an effective mechanism, just don't do it. Be away from it. It can cause you a very big problem. And then, as I said, once you're in there, it's big out. Now, last but not least, I would like to share one thing I would like you all to look into of what has happened in Belgium.
Dag Fien. Dus kun je voelen? Ik zie een school tegen Antwerpen.
Ja.
Insecten.
Dat blieft?
Ik voel 2 insecten op je rug. Kan dat?
Ja, vlinders.
Slovenie?
Sorry.
Een moto. Oranje.
Pas erop.
Zenit.
Oui, oui, bien.
Je hebt een vriendin. Julie de...
Ja.
Een boeiend liefdesleven. 3, 4 zelfs.
De vierde, daar zwijg ik meestal over, dus dat weten niet veel mensen.
Hoe is het met je spierscheur? Maison rouge, balkon, blanc. Ja. Ik zie geld, ik zie transacties. Maar kent je rekeningnummer van buiten? Ik denk dat ik het wel weet. Die staat wel negatief op je bankrekening.
Ja?
9-7. Last month, you spent €200 on alcohol. Vorige maand €300 aan kleding gespendeerd. 8.
Ja.
5. Voor een huis dat van eigenaar gaat veranderen. €795.000.
Ja, eigenlijk.
41.
Ja.
Is dat juist?
Ja, dat is juist. Oh my god. Oh nee. Ah, dat is, ik weet niet hoe eng.
Wow. Wow. So that's what really happens. You see, people come and pretend, I can do business tomorrow. I can start something in Oman, I can call everyone and say, I'm going to do your magic and, get all your information and all those kind of things. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But do you see the trick, how it is? It's because you, me, we all post informations because, the social media saying, when you go log in, what it says? It says, we will not share your information and, the terms and conditions. Do you all see that? But you know what really happens? That they share all the information because they want to make money, right? There's no such thing as free lunch. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.